go ahead and get started. We have two students here tonight that are going to get us started with an introduction, so I'm going to hand the microphone off to them.
Welcome to Elkins Pointe Middle School. My name is Sophia Caldas, and I am a web and an avid student.
Bienvenidos a Elkins Pointe Middle School. Me llamo Nora y yo soy una estudiante de Avid y Web.
Our motto at Elkins Pointe is smart, happy, and connected.
Nuestro lema aquí en Elkins es ser inteligentes, felices y estar conectados.
We are smart because of the various academic programs we have, like Avid and accelerated classes.
Somos inteligentes por los diferentes programas académicos que tenemos como Avid y clases aceleradas.
We are happy due to clubs and top Titan celebrations throughout the day.
Somos felices por los clubes y las celebraciones de Titan durante el día escolar.
And we are connected due to our focus on technology and personalized learning.
Y estamos conectados por nuestro enfoque en la tecnología y el aprendizaje personalizado.
We are an Avid school, which means our goal is to prepare all students for college and or career.
Somos una escuela Avid, que significa que nuestra meta es preparar a todos los estudiantes para la universidad o una carrera.
Tonight, you will notice the college-going environment in our building with all the pennants throughout the school.
Esta noche notarán el ambiente universitario en nuestro edificio con todos los banderines por la escuela.
You will also hear about common Avid strategies that all teachers use, like Cornell Notes, Socratic Seminars, the Titan Binder, and Costa's Levels of Thinking.
También escucharán sobre estrategias de Avid usadas por los maestros, por ejemplo, notas Cornell, la carpeta Titán, niveles de pensamiento de Costa y el seminario sacrario.
We hope you leave tonight feeling smart, happy, and connected. Enjoy your evening, and thank you.
Esperemos que hoy se vayan estando inteligentes, felices y conectados. Disfruten de la noche y muchas gracias.
Thank you, Sophia and Nora. What two beautiful representations of who we are at Elkins. I am committed to putting students' voice first. And so by allowing them to open up our meetings, our faculty meetings, our staff meetings, and our trainings, gives them the opportunity to stand before people who they've never stood before, gives them a platform to be able to share what it is that they're doing here at our school. And they are the reason that all of this matters. They are the reason why all of it matters. I couldn't do this work without a wonderful team. I want to introduce our team before we get started. I know our time is a little chopped, and I apologize for that. But if we could get our team to stand up right quick, please. Quickly. We have Dr. Bearden, who is our curriculum assistant principal. Let's welcome her tonight. Dr. Brown, formerly known as Dr. Hollingsworth. Our testing coordinator, assessment coordinator. We have our new assistant principal, Miss Ida Ward for 6th grade. And our counselors, I think we just have one here tonight. Miss Tracy D, she's our lead counselor here. We have our administrative support, Mr. Rodney Jones, down there on the left. And our new data support specialist, Ms. Bronwyn Snell, has joined us this year to help us with our work. We are missing Mr. Willie Jones. He is probably out and about working, but we want to say thank you to him and welcome him to this evening. So, Miss Ida, if you can come on up and join me. This board, we didn't take not 1 minute to put her right on to work. So Miss Ward will serve as our Title I coordinator. She will be the one to help make sure that we are meeting the demands and meeting the expectations of what we need in terms of creating a school-wide environment that is conducive for all kids to learn. So if we flip, I don't have the clicker. Do you have the clicker? Just click it. Now click for you. It's always kind of crazy. You have to move it back, maybe you can see it. What I'm most excited about our school is what I've been excited about since the day that I stepped in this building. is the fact that we serve such a beautifully diverse culture in a climate that there's nowhere where you can walk down halls safely, happily, and smart, and see the world right around you every single day. That is a difference maker. That is a game changer. Because when our babies get out into the world, and I said this last year, and I'll say it forever, that is how they learn the world around them. That is how they become who they are. That is how they learn how to be in front of the world. And so our vision has not changed. We are looking to grow strong students who can navigate this system across many, many different lines. Fulton County finally has established their 4 goals. They worked, I guess, for a year and a half to determine what is it that we want to do for our school system. Dr. Rose is brand new to our district. It was brand new last year. And so he has come out, I guess about a month ago, with his 4 buckets. And you'll see what's pretty kind of cool about his 4 buckets. He actually started out with 3 buckets, and then just recently added his 4th. So student achievement was his first bucket, is his first bucket. People and culture, community collaboration, and then he added fiscal responsibility. If you'll look at the next slide, 3 years ago, we were already working on those 3 buckets. Smart, happy, and connected. So we're doing the right work. I feel confident that we have the right people, confident that we have the most amazing parents here to help us drive this work, and thrilled that we can help drive our goals. And I just want to, it feels like I just want to do this. Can y'all see over here to the right? So the 3 long-term outcomes is what drives all the work that we do. We want every student to be able to have the opportunity to learn more every single day. That is that first bucket. And that is our smart. Our happy, we want our kids safe. We want our kids happy. We want them to feel good about who they are. Do they have things that they can dial into? 45 clubs just were created, I guess, yesterday. Well, they've been working on them forever. Thank you. Ooh, nice. Nice. 45 clubs the teachers have created to offer our students an approach to their happy place that is so unique and so amazing to me. The teachers are like, man, this is a lot of work, but it's great. Everything from golf. We have a professional golf pro as a teacher this year. We have henna club. We have herpetology. We have yoga, 120 in our yoga club. We have basketball. We have a reading club. Anything that the students feel like they want to dial into that helps them make their happy place happier, we have it. Connected goes in so many different directions, as Nora and Sophia shared. It is about technology, but it's also about connecting to their community, connecting to the world around them, and making sure that we're giving back, that we're just not taking from the world, that we're giving back in so many awesome ways. I'm going to turn the mic over. She'll talk to you a little bit about our Title I initiatives.
All right, good evening, everyone. So what does it mean to be a Title I school? Although all of our students don't qualify to be a Title I per se student, all of our students are being able to be impacted with the funds that we receive from the federal government. So what that means is we receive additional money to support the innovation and the additional resources that we receive as an entire building. So some of our students actually qualify under the Title I program, but all of our students are impacted and all of our students are benefiting from the resources and the programs that we implement here with those Title I funds. With the Title I budget, we are actually allocated resources and funds where we can purchase additional staffing, we can purchase additional teachers, we can purchase instructional supplies and instructional resources for all of our students. The Parent and Family Engagement Plan, our famous, magnificent parent liaison, Mrs. Coles, I'm not sure where she is. Okay, she'll be around, she's probably working. But Ms. Coles actually creates our parent family engagement plan, and she'll be engaging the community and providing information for you all in terms of that engagement plan. The School Family Compact, most of our parents, most of you all have actually signed the School Parent Compact, and what that is an agreement. It's an agreement between us, our students, and you all to say what we're going to do to ensure the success of all of our students. The Parent Resource Center, which we have here in the building, all of our parents are eligible to come in and get support in the Parent Resource Building, in the Parent Resource Center. You can get information for your students. You can check out instructional materials, books, literature, different things like that. And parent university workshops. Many of our teachers actually provide and conduct workshops throughout the school year. The primary focus is normally ELA, reading, and math, which are our target areas and our focus areas in our building. So I already shared with you all who benefits from the Title I resources. All of our students benefit from the resources. They are actually impacting all of our students in all of our areas, regardless of the classes that the students are taking at the school. Some additional ways that we use Title I funding: we may purchase additional teachers and or paraprofessionals. We also have academic support programs in the spring, Saturday school and or summer school for our students, the parent liaison and the parent resource center, professional development opportunities for our teachers so that we can continue to offer rigorous lessons and rigorous support to our students and to ensure high levels of learning. The Media Center. In the Media Center. And her question was, where is the Parent Resource Center? It is located in the Media Center. Okay. Here's an overview of our data just real quickly. This is just a high-level overview. We have a very diverse building, and some of our students take the end of grade milestones, which is a grade level milestones assessment given every spring, and some of our students take the end of course. We have over 100 students who actually take high school courses. It can be Algebra 1, it can be 9th grade lit, it can be physical science, biology. We have a lot of students who take those courses. So here, this is just a high-level summary of our progress over the last 2 years. And if you see at the bottom, we have Elkins Pointe Middle School. In the middle, Pointe County for 16 and 17, and then the state performance at the very top for 16 and 17. And if I can bring your attention to the bottom where it has Elkins Pointe, you can see for 2016, our numbers were basically the same. So we're a little bit flat. Even though what you don't see behind these numbers, when we break out our data by grade level, we do have some really good successes. So this is overall as a building, but we do have pockets of success in each of our grade levels in the different content areas. Okay, so one of our areas that we were very proud of, I just told you all that we actually have over 100 kids taking high school courses. In the areas of Algebra 1, 9th grade lit, physical science, biology, and geometry, we had over 80% of our students score in the distinguished area. That is the highest achievement level that a student can score in the state. So over 80% of our students are doing well beyond proficient. They are actually scoring at the distinguished level. And we connect that to the college and career readiness that we're providing with our AVID strategies. We function under the strategies of AVID. And AVID is making our teachers better at delivering more rigorous instructions, and is providing more of a foundation and allowing our students to excel higher.
So when we talk about our goals and our needs, they center around the things that we've been talking about for the past few years. Reading, English language arts, and math. Strengthening those areas will cut across all the other areas. I'm most interested in the literacy piece. Cutting literacy across all of our content areas will bring up their understanding in the social studies content classes. It will bring up their understanding in the science content classes. It just makes sense to use literacy as that basis in our foundation. The district has selected literacy as their #1 goal for K-12, Fulton County, North-South, wherever you want to place it. Because they realize if we can get it down to students, A, learning how to read well, then learning how to process and do great things with words, going on to the SAT prep, going on to the vocabulary development. What part of that literacy piece do we dial into? And at Elkins Pointe, it has to be all of them. Why? Because we have students at all ends of the spectrum and all in between. We are serving kids across the board, so we have to meet their needs with those resources, strategies, materials, and supplies. Again, math, English, language arts are our goals, and then what are we going to do about it? In my opinion, keeping in line with what we have been doing and doing well allows for that growth. Last year, we stepped out very strong into the AVID world. AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. And it's not just a program, it is a culture. It is a culture for teachers in terms of how they teach. They teach with very high level, the strategies come with a very high level of rigor. It allows students to think for themselves. It has the students questioning the questions that are happening in classrooms. It also has a strand that's very strong for us is the organizational piece. Middle schoolers can be a mess. In fact, I had one in my home. Her binder was underneath the couch, homework underneath the television stand, and she couldn't find anything. And I just said to her, Victoria, she'll hate this. Victoria, she's in college now, Lord, I hope she's doing good. I said, Victoria, can you just try the one binder? I said, just try it. She has, and this was in 3rd grade, she has never wavered from the one binder. All of her work is where it is. Her grades begin to increase simply because she could find what she needed. There were no NHIs, not handed in. There were no zeros. I'm not doing it. Everything was there, locked into her binder. So the idea that we really have gone for broke with this idea of organization will set your students up for a lifetime. She's not even headed, she's there. She's in college. We dropped her off last Saturday, and she said, I've got to go get my binder. I want a new one. I said, you gonna get a zippy binder? No, I'm playing. I said, please, not a zippy. Whatever it is, putting that information in one place allows her to win. That is what we're trying to do for our kids right off the bat. Really, really, really intelligent, smart kids, all the way up to really, really intelligent, super smart kids, and everybody in between needs organization, period. Coupled with that, how do you take notes? Do you listen to the teacher? Do you just jot some things down on note cards? Do you write it on the back of a bubblegum sheet? I don't know. But there's something called Cornell notes that your students are learning. If they will hold true to the Cornell note way of note-taking, that will take them through college and beyond. There are people who use Cornell notes in their workplace. We use them in our workplace. It allows students to understand what was being taught, what was being said, and how to process it, how to ask questions about it. In fact, I walked up on a class today, they were writing level 2, level 3 questions about what they were learning. And I said, so what is a level 3 question? And he said, it just kind of makes your brain hurt a little bit whenever I said, that's it. I call it brain sweat. Level 3 questions make your brain hurt. And then I said to them, I want you to remember this. When you're looking and thinking about a level 1 question, those are questions that you can Google. Those are questions that you can get right off the internet. A level 1 question are those basic lower level questions. Level 3 come from your mind. Level 3, they tell you to create, apply, dissect, understand what is the correlation. Kids have to think, and that is what the AVID strategies give to teachers, give to kids, and give to our entire community. SIOP training allows teachers to have a better handle on how to teach our students who are in our ELL program. We have students that are struggling with basic reading. SIOP strategy says to them, show pictures more than you do more in print. This is how you make it come through for them. And it's really something that we are using to help bridge the gap for our kids who are not reading as quickly and as well as they need to. Personalized learning, the devices. Thank you, parents, for the sign sheets, for the technology sheets, permission forms. All but 55 devices have gone out to to our kids. We have 10,000 kids. We have 1,043 students, and all but about 50 devices are still out. That's fantastic, but it's not the end all to be all. I'm kind of old school, just a tinge. I'm an old school something. That's it, probably because your mom was old. I said, don't say that, hurt my feelings. But print, eyes to print, knee to knee, small groups, teachers touching kids, working with kids, students, that's still important. A device can't teach everything that we need. They support the work that's happening and going on. So we're using our devices in a respectful and a responsible manner. Where's Laura? Laura, give me the woo-woo. Okay, make sure I think I'm out of time. And so at the bottom it says win. I know you all really want to know what that win is about. And so it's what I need now is what win is. What I want you all to understand is that your students for the past, I guess, 5 years, 6 years, have already been experiencing win. It just wasn't called win, it was called advisory. That advisory 25 minutes that used to be attached to their lunch block was just a period of time. We now have taken that period of time to turn it into something meaningful for our students. We have students that need vocabulary development. We have students that need to learn how to read. We have students that need SAT prep and might even have to take a college course. We have it all. So this 25 minutes now sits to where, as a student, I can get what I need right now. And what that means is this. And it's this. On Monday is Avid Day. That's the day that we check their binders, or we have the kids check their binders. They reconcile their agendas and their calendars to make sure that they have all the things that they need for the week. If they have some extra moments and minutes, yes, they can finish up and do their homework and do the things that they need to do. On Tuesday, it is a day where they can hopefully select from a menu of options. Ooh, I didn't finish my project at home. Maybe I need to finish that. Ooh, maybe I need to get a little bit better on my vocabulary development. During this time, there will be some kids that will say, ooh, this is what you'll be working on so you can get better at reading language arts for that day. On Wednesday, math, STEM day. Ooh, did I do my math homework tonight? Maybe I need to get going on that project. If they're complete, they get to select what they need to do in that moment. It's 25 minutes, second period. Thursday is club day. That is the day that we've had for the past 3 years. We run and operate on a totally different schedule. And yes, parents, 7th graders will be eating earlier on that club day. Friday is drop everything and read at the elementary school. We're not calling it that. That's my elementary heart. It's called For the Love of Reading. Pick up a book of your interest and read. Just read. Adults in the building, read. Front office, read as much as we can. Creating a climate so kids can slow it down just a bit. You want to get on a beanbag and read? Get on a beanbag and read your book. Have a moment to just breathe. That is what Friday is, and that is what WIN will do for us. We will win with WIN. I know we will because there are things that every kid needs, and it's different. So we allow them to have it. Are we perfect at it right now? Absolutely not. Will we get there? Absolutely. Because we have the resources and the teachers in front of them to guide them. To guide them. I'm really excited about WIN. And I will try to tinge it on just a few more minutes, seconds. Avid, I've already talked about Avid. I don't want to go back off into that. What does the future hold is what I said last year, and I won't waver from it. We are trying to create professionals in training, as we call them. We want to create kids who can take control of their own destiny in 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, whichever stage they're at right now. They're headed to the high school. And not that we have to keep running. You're going to the high school, you're going to the high school. But they really are. The middle school arena is the smallest and shortest and quickest and the most powerful period in a child's, person's, human's life. If we don't get it right, they won't get it right. There's a lot coming at them. Their bodies are changing. Their minds are changing. They're sassy. Sometimes they're sassy. Sometimes they're nice. I love you, Mama. I don't love you. I mean, it's a mess. But I promise you, if you allow us to do the work that we are trained to do, and again, we're not perfect at it, but we work very hard to get there, your kids will get what they need right now for then. And I'm excited about it. I want to address the lunch because I know that that's been an angst, a little bit of a bone of contention for a few, but I did just want to explain a little bit I promise, Laura, in fact, you can make your way on up to kind of give me my time. But we have a program at Elkins called Web. Raise your hand if your student's a part of Web. Okay, nobody. Mm-hmm. So, no, there's plenty in the audience. Web is a program called Where Everybody Belongs. And we have about 90 8th graders who have signed up to mentor our 6th graders. So every 6th grader in this building has an 8th grade mentor. Why is that special? Because 6th graders are typically scared of 8th graders. That's just the way it happens. They're big, they're bad, they stink, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. They're scary. So what do? We flip it. We take those big scary stinkies and make them friends with the kids who are walking into this big old arena afraid of what they might see, hear, or touch or taste. Those 8th graders show them how to be. This is how you open your locker. This is where you go for lunch. This is what you do here. This is how you behave on the bus. Because the Web 90 students need to have their hands on kids, we take advantage of that time during lunch. So we match up 8th grade's connections time with 6th grade's lunch time, which creates that stretch across the lunch window. I know there's about 19 different versions of what our school schedule can be. Those are all wrong because it doesn't match us. We are here trying to help influence a short amount of time, 3 years, 6th, 7th, 8th. The quicker we can make kids feel good about their space, the quicker they can feel good about themselves and carry themselves feeling good to the high school. So that stretch is not caused by nobody wants to clean the cafeteria in 30 minutes. That is absolutely not it. In fact, we can flip a cafeteria in 10, maybe 12. But it is about trying to match that up. The risk of that, if we moved lunch, 11 o'clock, 10:58 for 8th graders to eat. Or we can slice teachers' classes. Teach for 20 minutes, go to lunch, come back, teach for 30. We don't want to do that either. So I need your help. I need you to pack a heavy snack, a hearty snack. In fact, this is year 4 for a 150 lunch. Do I like it? No, ma'am. I'm a mama too now. I'm not running around here and saying, oh, we want 850, 150. No. But if we value this moment, help me do it. Help me do it. So we are going to work very hard. Where's Will Jones? He has aligned himself with some support companies out there that said, you know what, we're going to ship you some snacks. A daddy called yesterday. Where do you want them shipped? I'm shipping you snacks, boxes of snacks, monthly. Just tell me who's the name. I said, Will Jones. So that we can make sure that we have healthy snacks in front of them. Granola bars. Every 6 hours is the way we're supposed to eat. We're helping them understand that and doing the right work. I thank you all for being here. You all are going to be just excited to get down there to the teachers, as well as hear from our wonderful PTA. I've eaten up your time. I apologize, but I had to. If you have any questions, anything you need to know more about, please email me or call me. I'll call you back. And you all know I will. It might be 12 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. I'm a night owl. I am. I'll respond. I will. I do. Y'all know it. That's the way it is. If you have a question, come directly. I used to say, come directly to Mama. Come directly, and I will help you work through it. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your night. And I just want to turn you over to the most fabulous PTSA that I have ever worked with. This wonderful PTA led by Laura Calvin and her team, Christy Kelly. Thank you for all that you do, and here's the mic.
started on our PTSA meeting, and we follow Robert's Rules of Order for our meetings, so they're a little formal. We're going to be passing out sign-up sheets. Some of the board members will be walking along their yellow sheets. If you are a PTA member, can you please sign that so we can know that you were here? On the stage, we will have agendas. If anybody wants some, we're going to have it on the screen also. And we'll go ahead and get started with the reading of the minutes. And so we're going to get the minutes approved from our last general meeting, which was on April 27th. We went over the election of the 2017-2018 Executive Board. We had the President's Report and thanked all the outgoing VPs, did the year in review. We had Principal Smith come and give us a report. She challenged the board to continue serving with our hearts for all students. And it was exciting because EPMS had just received an award from Dr. Rose, from Fulton County, from Dr. Rose for parent participation. Georgia Milestones was just completed. Peggy gave us our treasurer's report. And student services, we wrapped up the 8th grade dance, 8th grade graduation, luncheon. Our student support closet was well supported. And our new business was Teacher Appreciation Week. It was a huge success. We also had John Martin, who is the North Fulton PTA president. He's actually also a parent here at Elkins, and he got up and spoke. So those are our minutes. I need to make a motion to approve the minutes, and if I could have a member second that. Okay. Is anybody opposed? Okay, the minutes are approved.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for allowing us to use a little bit of your time. As Kristen said, we do have a little bit of business that we need to conduct with all of you, and so we appreciate your time. We do have some exciting information we want to share with you, but before we jump into that, if I could have my lovely ladies in the back in turquoise stand up. This is your PTSA board for this year, and we just want to tell them thank you. You guys might have had a little bit of a summer. We didn't let them have too awfully much this past summer. They've been hard at work, and we really appreciate that. Hopefully you guys all saw this org chart in your back to school guide. You all should have seen our new back to school guide that was mailed to your house. Hopefully you found that helpful information for you to help prepare for your school. So you can reference this. But what we really want to talk about with you guys tonight is what are our goals for this year. You've heard from Ms. Smith talk about how we want to be smart, happy, and connected for every single Titan in the building. And really that is a community effort. The teachers, the staff, the admin, and you guys from a parent perspective. And you're already doing some of that because you're here tonight to learn more. But there's additional things we need to do, and we need your help. So from a goal perspective, we have set a financial goal of raising $30,000 in our annual campaign. Okay, the way Elkins PTA works, we don't ask our students to sell things to raise money for PTA, but we do need to fund our budget. And so we're asking you guys for help in making that happen. And so we'll talk a little bit about how that is going to work this year and how we're doing against our goal. We've also got 4 new programs that we're implementing. Field experiences is something you're going to hear a lot about, but that's basically giving our Titans the opportunity to have hands-on learning experiences, whether it be in the building or going on field trips. It's really looking at the research and knowing students learn best when they get to apply concepts, when they get to experience it. And so our field experience program is working with the staff to do that on an increased basis. Get Connected Night is going to be at the end of September, and that is basically a way for you guys to learn more about what happened. It's a way to learn what are happening in the clubs, What are the after-school activities that happen? What do you mean we have a soccer team and a basketball team and cheerleading, and what is this web thing, and tell me more about Avid. So it's really a chance for you guys to come in the evening and to learn more about what those programs. We're also going to arrange some, whether it be food trucks or a business partner to come have dinner, so you guys will be able to come with your students and not have to worry about dinner. So look for more information about that. We're also working on a school-wide career day, so that's expanded. And then we're also bringing back the Talent Expo that'll be in second semester. So look for that. We do have a membership goal of 700, and so we look to you guys to help us meet that. And then we're also looking to just continue to support our teachers and staff. I won't read all of this to you, but we've made a tremendous amount of progress in the first 3 weeks, and we want to tell you guys thank you for that. We already have 550 members signed up for this year. We're almost to our 700 goal. We are more than happy to give you a membership form if you have not joined. Please do so tonight. If you need a form and you want to raise your hand, we'll be happy to get you one of those. One of the things that you can get with the membership is our membership discount card. Discounts with 12 different business partners in the area. You'll make your member fee back very quickly. What else? So fundraising, we have had $13,000 donated to date. That is almost more than what we raised all of last year. So we've got a good trajectory going, but obviously that's not quite 30,000. So we're really hoping to talk a little bit more about that tonight and make sure you understand how we're going to use that money and how each of you can play a role in that. First Spirit Night is coming up next week. We hope to see all of you there. We've got reflections underway. We've hosted our first back-to-school luncheon. Just a number of activities happening all across. One thing we do want to mention, particularly for membership, anybody who joins PTA will be entered into a raffle. So we have a dream dinner, 36 serving package is one prize. A dream dinner, 3 meals and a girls' night out is our second package. And then we also have a $25 gift card for Twisted Taco. So anybody who has either already joined or joins by September 1st will be entered into the raffle, just as our way of saying thank you to you guys for joining PTA. You may not know that your students can also join PTA at the middle and high school level. And so for our student members, we've got some Starbucks gift cards and Chick-fil-A gift cards that we'll be raffling off as well. So a little bit of incentive. So we're also looking for ideas. If you've got business partners you want to suggest to us, or you've got some ideas on field experiences, let us know that as well. We really want your input on that. So from an annual campaign perspective, as I mentioned, we're at $13,000 so far, so about 40%. And really what this $30,000 is going to do is provide the curriculum learning experiences for our Titans. It's entitled Beyond the Classroom because that's what we really want to provide to these students. So our goals for this campaign is we really want to have each family donate, okay? We spend about $30 per Titan, but we know that's not a possibility for everyone to donate that much. So what we're looking for is really the equivalent of 300 families donating $100. So just as a way to look at it. Last year, to give you a comparison, we had 240 families donate to the campaign. So we really have set the bar high. But as we've met with Ms. Smith and we've really looked at the work that's going on in the school, we really felt like it was our job from a PTA perspective, from a family perspective, to step it up, to really support the work the teachers are doing, those increased expectations, and to give our students more. So what we're asking is that each of you help us support that work. And what we have built into the budget are more money for grants, more money for club support, so that our teachers have what they need to help your students be successful. So we really hope that you consider that. All donations stay right here at Elkins Pointe. Everything is 100% tax deductible. You also get a really nifty magnet that looks like that design up there. So we've been having a little bit of fun starting to see those pop up around town. So that's been fun. And then we will be putting together a thank you reception for anyone who donates with Ms. Smith later in the year. And we're happy to answer questions that you guys might have about that. And hopefully you saw that information in the back to school guide.
Yeah.
This is some, yeah.
Can you give examples of how the donations were spent last year?
I'm sorry, how what?
How were the donations spent last year?
Perfect question, thank you. So what this is doing, and we have a copy of this flyer if you want to take a look. This actually shows you some of the exact donations that we were able to provide to different teachers and also clubs. So some really exciting things. The window is open now for this year, and we've already gotten some really intriguing requests from some of the teachers with the excitement that they're looking to bring into the classroom. So happy to go through this. We can also put it on the Facebook website for you guys to take a look. So thanks for asking that. So one of the things we need to do is actually vote on the budget. So Peggy Jackson, our treasurer, is going to walk you through this.
Okay. This is the last column there is our 2016 to 2017 actuals. Now, if you took that and compared it to last year's budget, we did group things a little bit differently this year, mainly to kind of coincide with the VPs that were going to be handling each of those areas, not to overload certain people. So the grouping is a little bit different than last year's, but I tried to put the programs in the same areas to compare to this year. So we always start with our carry forward from prior years. We are hoping to spend a good deal of that carry forward this year. Last year we were able to spend $12,000 of money that was earmarked for the furniture and the fishbowl. As you go back to your classrooms today, take a look. There's a courtyard space in the middle of the building where we bought furniture that is the type of furniture that's going to last forever. It doesn't heat up. It's the special material that it's not so hot. Kids can't sit on it when it's hot out. So take a look at that as you go by. The kids are enjoying having lunch out there. I don't think they've been able to yet this year, right? But they have lunch out there. Some teachers will go out there and teach. It's just a nice area for them to enjoy being outside. So we've got our inflows, membership. We're hoping that our 700 members, that's going to cover most of our operating costs, our supplies, our insurance, that kind of stuff. So that everything else that we get will go towards programming, because that's what we want to spend our money on. So we're hoping for the $25,000 plus the 1 and 4 from our fundraising and our business partners, what makes our $30,000 that we're hoping to get. Matching is awesome. If your company matches, that's going to really help us get to our $30,000 goal. Outflows, our administration, it's a pretty small budget. It's for our dues to North Fulton, volunteer training, insurance, our audit. Oh, by the way, I was supposed to mention, we had our audit completed a couple weeks ago and we passed, so we're good to go. I'm hired for another year, I guess, right? Okay, all right. So student administration, not a lot there. Student support. We've got a student support closet to help some kids who need little extra snacks during the day, whatever. 6th grade orientation and web is in that category. That's to help the 8th grade students that are supporting the 6th grade students. Get Connected Night, which you heard about. Scoliosis screening, Battle of the Titans, Red Ribbon Week. Our student celebrations is our grade level dances. Each grade level has a celebration. And then our 8th grade finale. Really, the budget for that is our 8th grade finale, because we want the dances to break even. That's what we aim for. Staff and school support. That's going to be everything that we do for our teachers. We've got a staff appreciation week. We've got staff surprise and delight. We're doing just throughout the year just a couple of little things for our teachers, and our Teacher of the Year celebration. Family engagement. We've got the Youth Day float in downtown Roswell, our back to school guide that you received this summer, that information is in that budget also. Membership expenses, that's your magnets, the other things that were given out. And volunteer expenses in Dad's Club. Then our grant program, that's one of our biggest expenses. And like they said, we've got teachers that have already submitted to get grants for this year. $12,000 total there if we give away everything that we have in the budget. That means we need the teachers to ask for everything. So, academics, that's another big piece there. We've got reflections, our field experiences, which is going to be brand new this year. Honor roll breakfast, international night, huge celebration. If we've got some 6th grade parents here, international night, kids love it. And then career day, and that's going to be revamped for this year. It used to be just for 8th graders, now it's going to be school-wide. And then capital improvements is whatever extra we have, we're going to hopefully put in capital improvements. So, and then the bottom, the cash balance carry forward, that's just what we have to keep in the budget so that we can do our operating expenses during the summer before we start bringing money in. We'd like to keep $10,000 there. Are there any questions about what's up there? And I do have extra sheets if anybody wants to take one of these home. I have them up here and you can take one home. Are there any questions about what we're wanting to spend the money on this year? Okay, we need a motion to approve this year's budget for 2017-18. Okay, and all in favor? All opposed? Thank you very much. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you guys for helping us through that. What we really want you guys to leave here with is 4 things that we want. We really want you guys to join PTA. We want you to donate. We want you to volunteer, and we are happy to talk to you about lots of different opportunities for that. But really, we want you to participate. So thank you guys for coming to hear this, to listen to Ms. Smith, and for what you're going to do to support your Titan this year. 2 things, your pink evaluation form. Please turn that in to either Lisa or back on the table in the rotunda or to your first period class. You're going to go to your student's first period class. If you do not know what that is, there will be signs posted on the walls around the halls, and it's will be listed by alphabetical order. And there'll be people down there to ask questions too. So thank you, have a great time.
And that wraps up our Title I and PTA meeting.